I'm Face, and you're watching Dragon Age Inquisition LP, episode 108. And I found Sarah in here. She seems to have a, personal place in the tavern here.
Heard
Knock,
what went
knock.
on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
We can stew about what we saw for ages, but some of us didn't come back.
Knew you'd get what was important. Yammer yammer, visions and shite. People are dead. Probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Yeah, right. So it kinda wraps up our talk to a party for now. Okay. So I can go to a throne room and see what's up in there, and after that do the war table missions. Oh, here's the exit. There we go. While off camera, did quite a bit of selling and a little bit of upgrades. Use the new warrior schematic for armor for Bull and Blackwall. Not much else though.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Teventa, rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn.
Indeed.
You will die by my hand.
Booyah.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
There we go. A little bit of a loading. Off of your head. Slashy, slashy. Big sword. Heck yeah. Okay. Time to go for war table now. We can talk to Josephine.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say?
That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
And can I help?
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Eh,
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
indeed.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antigua. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
Two and a half hours, I think, but no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Yeah, I feel this would have been, you know, chickabow moment if romantic option, you know, chosen. So yeah, let's not jump the train yet. Here we go. And on the side things, I remember I didn't talk to Colin. Man. Me better have something better. Yeah, good to say, you know. If I'm looking for him, where is this, you know, hanging place? Not here. Black wall. Ah, this is that. Wait, judgment again? Man, a lot of dudes to judge here. Okay, Cullen is hiding in that tower. Fine. Travel in progress. Okay, this is a new shop, I think.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response.
Okay. Not impressive yet. Just an armor. Another. So this is basically
Sir Maurice at your service.
buyable
Find my wares. Do
power or influence bonuses. For perks, I presume. I'll get to it later. Taking his
As leader of the Inquisition,
daily doses. Colin,
there's something I must tell you.
you're an addict. Me too. Yay.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. You know the power Lyrium offers. I trust you've accepted the price. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Cassandra takes things as seriously as you do. If she has no problem with this, neither do I.
I thought you had a right to know. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Okay. Seems he's having his personal problems here. Oh well. Never easy. Okay, back to the judging of persons, I guess. Who else is left to judge?
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this.
Indeed.
Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Let's, use our bonus of power.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. So Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
Yeah. If all wardens were the same, maybe this problem wasn't even happening at all. Okay, now for sure war table. As been a talky episode as it is. Commander Cullen, it would be an honor to serve the Inquisitor and prove the mettle of the Orlesian Chevaliers. By doing the Maker's work, I accept your generous offer wholeheartedly and will arrive in good time. Those men loyal to me, it will be my privilege to order the Inquisition troops into holy battle against those who would threaten the order of the Empire. Gaspard of Lights. Okay. Miller is free and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserved the secret of her connection to Inquisition. Her adventure has given her quite a motivation to prove herself. If she learns from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. Okay. Lady Josephine, I thought you would like to know that I spoke at length with Vicomte Ponteval, and I believe he will resign his challenge. Grief has driven him to lash out angrily at all the world, and while that is not an excuse, perhaps it will render him understandable at least. Many of those in my flock lost loved ones at the Conclave and in the Civil War. These times exact a heavy toll from us all. May the light of the Maker lead us all through this darkness. Okay. Amulet of Power. That's nice. What can we do in here? Stop Venator activity. Sure. From Venatory high-ranking commanders, a large number of mages are traveling westward to excavate something of great value to our cause. Inquisition must find whatever its enemies are searching for. The region is vast, but Liliana is ready to put her network to use and tracking down Griffith's minions. Sure. The Venatory are camped in a place known as the Hissing Wastes. They're working their slaves to death digging all buildings out from the sand. The Inquisition should be step in quickly, because if it doesn't, I'm going to bash the Venatory heads in. And you'll need a new scout. Okay. Not yet. Dwarven slaves in Venatory hands. A report from one of Cullen's forward scouts. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatory may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter, not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommended further investigation. Okay. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Cautious approach. Sure. Okay. Okay, with Jean Gaspard removed from play, Carolina or Monette will almost certainly be the next Duchess of Lights. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal, judging that Monette does not have a skill to avoid such snares. Monette has relied upon Mother Renette, her mentor in the Chantry, for advice upon how to strengthen her claim to a duchy. And revered Mother, in an attempt to protect Monette, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. Okay, troops can easily stop our mercenaries, and Carolina's plan should put her in position to be next Duchess. Sure.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Maybe some Peraldan mission. Appears to have taken your forgiveness to heart and has found purpose for stalwarts of a Chandri. She has requested resources to take the word of a maker to areas where less able messengers might be threatened. Okay. Inquisitor, the compassion you have shown has compelled me to act in your name. Wherever the maker's word is absent, I can bring it. Where his light has faded, I can rekindle it. Okay, so basically pilgrimage.
Let us begin.
Let's hope this works out. Okay. Probably going back to Western approach now. Well, can do it from a map, I guess. Good enough for now. Okay, let's see. Blackwall. Okay. Yeah. And travel in progress. Wow, even Varric's portrait has changed. Oh man. Doesn't bound well. Maybe should take Iron Wolf for, you know, this missions here. Maybe, you know, Cole and Dorian. Sure. See how this works out. And I'll finish episode here. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next episode. Bye.